Welcome back to FAB Automotive Detailing and Tool Reviews. In this video, we're going to take a look at the Vevor Toolbox diesel heater. Let's do it. So in the last several years, diesel heaters have really went through the roof on the market. You see videos on them all the time. People use them in their campers, in their house, in their garage to keep it warm in the wintertime. It's a easy way to get heat somewhere that you normally wouldn't have the ability to put heat. It's also a cheaper way to heat an area versus paying for natural gas or electric heat. This is going to be the cheaper way. I am not new to Vevor. I have a Vevor diesel heater, which I'll show you guys in the video here in just a minute, that I bought about two and a half years ago for my business's van. The van that I use for my business, I go around and sell detailing products to dealerships, body shops, detail shops, stuff like that. I can't have my products freeze. And I don't have any buildings big enough for my big van. So when I got it, I had to find a way to keep my products from freezing at nighttime. So I bought a Vevor diesel heater. And I don't remember what I paid for it. $130, I think, somewhere around there. And that thing has been an awesome investment. I installed it in my van. I bought an aftermarket thermostat for it. And I use about half a gallon of diesel a night in the van, and it keeps the van about 60 degrees. I could keep it at 50, but I like to get in there when it's warm. It's nice in the wintertime, and get the truck going and then get on down the road. It's just done an absolutely fantastic job. I've been very, very happy with that diesel heater. Vevor did reach out to me. They wanted to send me this toolbox heater. I told them, I said, that'd be great. I'm familiar with your diesel heaters. I understand how they work. I've already hooked one up. I've got one in my van. That'd be cool to take a look at this one, because this one's supposed to be a little bit more robust. It's in a toolbox, because the one I have in my van, if something hits it, that probably wouldn't be a good thing. But let's go ahead and take a look at this toolbox heater. This is XMZ-TB20 is the part number. Diesel fuel, obviously, it's a diesel heater. It is DC 12 24 volts, 12 to 24 volts, 40 watts, but it also is supposed to come with a 110. I did open it, and that's about as far as I went with it. I opened it just to make sure everything looked good. Everything does look good. The product is made in China. It weighs 10.25 kilograms. Not sure what that is in pounds right off the top of my head. But yeah, packaging is nice, box is nice. No issues there at all. Okay, so let's go ahead and unbox it. Push the box over here so I can take everything out. As soon as you open it up, you guys can see it says accessory box on top. It's got a lot of foam in it. So this thing is taped. It's probably like the exhaust hose, if I remember right, from the one that I have. I guess it's just right there. Your exhaust hose and stuff like that. The cool thing about this one, I've done my research on this one. It comes with heat sleeves for the exhaust, which is really, really awesome. Because I have, and I'll show you, in my old van, this was my exhaust setup, and I bought header insulation. This is exhaust, I forget what they actually call this. But it's basically made of fiberglass, and it keeps like headers from getting too hot from stuff around it. Did a really good job on my other van, but this doesn't work in the new van. Basically the same concept. What else we got? We got clamps, and we have our DC wiring. Got some self-tapping screws. Here is the short exhaust pipe, which is what it comes with. Right there, and then it's bendable, obviously. And then should be a muffler. Bada bing, bada bam. There's a box on the bottom of it. This says air vent. So this just should be the one that kind of rotates. Should be a two-piecer like the one I have already. Yep, so it just snaps in here. And then it rotates around wherever you want your airflow to go. All right, so here is the heater, which this is so much different than the one that I have. This is an 8 kW, I think that stands for kilowatt. That's exactly what my other one was. Right off the bat, very cool design. Looks like a toolbox, right? The old school toolboxes. Got something in here. Oh, so this is going to be the 110. This is the neat thing about this one, is that it is 110 or 12 volt, because the one that I have now, currently, it's just 12 volt. So you can plug this into your house, which is very cool. This just plugs in the back of it. Right there, where it's going to plug in. This is going to be your fan coming in. And then over here, you're going to have your remote to turn it on and off. And then you're basically like your temperature control unit. The wire is not very long, so that's about as long as it is. But it can stay in here, and it'll be out of the elements. If you have to put this thing outside, it's going to be out of the snow, out of the rain, if it's inside there. Inside here should be our gas tank and our heater. Oop. Yep, so here is the fuel tank, and then here's the actual diesel heater itself. On the front, we have a fuel gauge, so you can see what the fuel is without opening it up. This is a carbon monoxide detector that you have to turn on. You power on once you have it plugged in. On the bottom, this is what they did on this one that's pretty cool compared to the one that I currently have. They actually have it at a 90, so it's coming out the side instead of straight down. Because when it was coming straight down the other one, this is the only pipe that you had, so you had a really hard time making that work coming straight out the bottom. So now they've done it, it comes out the side, and now you don't have to worry about having the clearance. This right here will be a fuel line, and this is going to be your air intake. It's right next to your hot pipe, which is going to be okay. It's actually another insulation right here, which is actually going to be okay for me because I would rather pull warm air in than to pull cold air in and have to take that cold air and make it warm again. Now you're making warm air even warmer because these things put out an incredible amount of heat. So they did a really good job on that. That's a big bonus to me compared to the one that I have now. Now the one that I have now, which I'll show you here in just a second, I have the exhaust going straight down through the floor. I bought an adapter, no big deal, off Amazon. Worked out good. But this is a very cool design. So this is going to be, if you want to hook it up 12 volt, which I can do pretty easily. There's your positive, there's your negative. What I did, I think I have one up here I can show you guys. Let me grab it. I bought one of these off Amazon, which is just a quick connect, and red, black, pretty simple, right? Put one to the wiring harness going to the battery. The other one was coming off my diesel heater, and I can just plug them in and unplug them whenever I want to do it, which is what I'll end up doing to this if I end up using it this way. But I really like that they give you the options of 12 volt or be able to use it 110. That's very cool. I don't know if this is waterproof, for indoor use only. So you wouldn't want to set this outside and let it get soaking wet in rain or snow or anything like that. But okay, so this is my current setup in this van, and in my Sprinter van that I had before this one, I had this exact same heater. This is the Vevor, as you guys can see. I got this set up to blow into there, but I also have it set up to where it's going to blow a little bit of warm air in here, but not as much as it goes into the main cab. I know I don't have a lot of light in here, but I got exhausting through the floor. And then I got the exhaust pipe right there, and then it comes down right there. And then how I have it wired, which I don't know if I can show you guys. Yeah, you can see that connector right there. It goes down and it goes to the house batteries. All right, so let me show you guys what I've done. Now it is not completed yet because I don't have it fixed down. So it is just loose for right now, but I do have the exhaust hooked up with the heat shield. Got my pigtail on. I got to figure out how, I might just go buy an exhaust strap and that'll be good enough. It's not about looks, you guys, it's about functionality for me. And then I ran some piping. So this one was already here, but I wanted to run another one up higher. And then this is the thermostat wire going over there to that side of the wall. What I don't like is when you put the thermostat wire extension on here, there's no way to shut this lid now. So they need to put like a little hole right there or something. Now I do have this pipe on for the initial startup because I'm sure it's going to smoke. I've got about half a tank, maybe just a little bit less than half a tank. I'm gonna leave this back door open. We're gonna go up front. Let's try the remote first. So we have an on and off right here. So I have a vent down there. And then this is the one I just put in. And then here is this. Let's see if it fires up. Okay. Start heating. It says it's 48 degrees. Or either that or it's set to 48. Nope. It's set to 76. Oops. I'm just using a remote. I keep it about 60 in here. So it thinks it's 48. I'm going to go ahead and I'm probably going to hook up my other phone, my work phone, to Bluetooth so we can take a look at that. It does have, this is your blower speed. I think this is your fuel gauge. So you have an up and down button, your power button, and then I'm not sure what that button is right now. I'm having a hard time seeing it. But let's go see what it's doing outside. Okay, so I just got back here and you can hear the fuel pump. Let me take my microphone off. I don't know if you guys can hear it from here. And as the blower speeds up, oh, it just lit. Oh, I can definitely smell it. Being brand new, I want to make sure I vent it out of the truck first so the truck doesn't end up stinking really bad. Nothing out of here yet. I'm not gonna put the muffler on. Muffler does quieten it, but I don't care about that out here where I live. We're just gonna let it sit here and do its thing. Once it starts getting real warm, I'll turn the camera back on. Okay, it's going. You guys can see. It's starting to get warm. Okay, so I got you guys on my work phone. So I downloaded the app on my phone. As you can see, we are rolling at 60. I want to turn it up from the app. Let's see. Turn it up to 65. There you go. It turned up to 65. That's what I just did on my phone. Turned it up to 65. And I do have the auto start stop, which I think once it gets to the temperature, it should shut off. I'm guessing. I really don't know because my other heater would just run and run and run. So I had to buy an aftermarket thermostat, which worked great. But I'm hoping that this auto start stop right here will take care of that. I don't know. Let's see the level, which would be your fan speed, I think. I just set it to 9. Yep, so my fan speed went to max right there. Now let me turn it back down to 3 where it was. Okay, I just turned it down to 3 for my phone, as you guys see. So it's working, and it tells you the burner is on because you see the little flame in the middle of it. So this works really, really well. So I really like this a lot because it has the auto on off function. My other one was just a digital display. It wouldn't do that. It just went to a low setting. I set it to 57 just to see if it would, and it did. It said stop heating, the fuel pump shut off, and it's starting to wind down, and it runs for a little while, blows air until it's cooled the chamber, and then it'll be done completely. Now, what we're gonna do, I'm gonna let this thing cool down for a little bit, go inside, eat, come back out. We're gonna turn it up really warm to like 70 on the screen, and then we'll get my thermal imager out and we'll check this out and see what these look like. As you can see, we have snow and stuff here. It's cold, it's about 18 degrees outside. Let's see, I've got my thermal imager here. But you can see how hot the pipes are. They're glowing red. Got 162 degrees or so right there. 180. Yep, 165. Let's check out the exhaust. 450 degrees. It does still have a, a burning smell, but I can live with it. I know what it is. So right now it's 55 in here. I set it to 70. The heaters, or the fan's about halfway. Let's see here. The heat coming out of this one is 166 degrees. Now this one's gonna be hard for you guys to see. Heat coming out of the bottom one is about 212 degrees. And I've got good airflow out of both. I mean, it's awesome, you guys. It's working really, really well. I mean, that is warm on my hands. And like I said, I hate to beat a dead horse, but this is big to me. To have a thermostat that actually works and it turns on automatically, turns off automatically, that is awesome. I am super happy with this new setup. My other Vevor heater has worked flawlessly for the last 2.5 years. But the thermostat that's on the front of it, what it would do is it would get the truck warm, but then it would just drop down to like the lowest setting, but it continued to pump heat. And I never cared for that. That's why I ended up buying an aftermarket thermostat for the Chinese diesel heaters. This thing, though, now that it has a actual thermostat that turns it off automatically, turns it on automatically, is going to be so nice, because every single night what I do is when I take my dog out for the last time before I go to bed, I get in the van to make sure it's warm, because my products have to stay warm. If they freeze up, they're not any good and I'm losing money. So now all I have to do is get on the Bluetooth app and say, okay, here's the temperature inside. Okay, we're good to go. Heater's on. I'm going to go to bed. I just have to make sure that the tank is full. The other diesel heater that I had on the thermostat, it would go through, in the coldest of winter last year and the year before, about a half a gallon a night. So that's really, really good. So if you think that costs me diesel, let's just say $4 a gallon right now, it cost me $2 to heat my van all night long. That is absolutely fantastic. And I do have a battery tender on my truck to keep my battery charged while the heater is going. That's something, if you're going to put it in a camper, that's something you may want to consider. If this was a camper, because a lot of people like to put these diesel heaters in campers, it would be great. It's not super loud. Now the unit is actually behind this wall. I don't hear the fuel pump. All I hear is a little bit of air coming out, and that's enough to put me to sleep. I can tell you that much right now. It would be nice. It'd be comfortable. It is putting out some crazy amount of heat. I mean, it is blowing some good heat. It has gone up several degrees in the less than 10 minutes since I turned it on. So I think this is going to work out absolutely fantastic. I love the design. I love that it's like a toolbox, so that hopefully if something hits it in the back, it's hopefully not going to damage anything. All compact, easy to fill, gas gauge on the front. If you are worried about carbon monoxide, which I am not, it has the carbon monoxide detector on the front of it. So if you're in a camper, you can turn that on to make sure that you're good. The muffler does help silence the heater. I don't really care about that. That's why I didn't install it in this video, because I'm out here. We're out in the country. Nobody's going to hear it, but I like to know when I walk outside if it's on or not. I can hear it running. With the muffler on it, it really quiets it down. So if you need to put the muffler on it for your camper van or something, it will help with the noise tremendously. So I'll put links in the description under the video where you guys can find this heater. I don't make any money off of that. I don't make any money sending you guys to a link or anything like that. It's just something that the companies do when I make videos for them, like Vevor. When they sent this to me, they sent me the links for you guys to go and check this out. So check the links in the video description, you guys. And I want to say thank you so much to Vevor for sending this to me. I really appreciate it. It is a fantastic unit. Time will tell how much I really like it over time, but right now I absolutely love it. And I want to say thank you guys so much for watching this video and checking it out. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, join the FAB family. We'd love to have you. We'll see you in the next video.